All right, so we're calibrating the main guns this time, huh? Let's see now. Let's double check. All right. And I'm a little concerned about my possible echoing. So if anybody hears an echo happening, please let me know. Let me know. All right. And to let you know, the incentive, there's just the one. Um, in the event that anybody donates over $5, I will find an old ad, a funny ad, like the good old what was it? Swedish company, I believe it was Electrolux that made vacuum cleaners back in the 40s and 50s. And they had a commercial that said nothing sucks like an Electrolux. Very funny. And I will go full announcer for that. So yeah, we are going to be playing a fun game that I've been enjoying an awful lot called Gearbits. And as an introduction to Gearbits, I want to avoid the comparisons between Gundam or Mech Warrior. It's neither of those. It's more like some of those inspired games that came out in the 90s for the Super NES, but with the full 3D. So we're talking like early 2020s, 2000s, late 90s. Um, Let me jump into the game proper because I have managed to neglect to do that completely. Um, I mean, the game is loaded. It's just I forgot to change the scene because I'm looking at the wrong thing. Ah, oh, okay. Slight problem. That is the wrong model. That is Cat Mossy, and I mean it's tame enough, right? No one minds this outfit. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah. Cat moss. It's a kind of a cat grass thing. But that's the thing is that this is my budget cat girl. I use her for like Halloween and other stuff. Like if I'm playing Animal Crossing, which I was playing earlier, I will use this model. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep this model for now because I just feel like trying to swap her out for the proper model is probably just gonna cause more scuff than necessary. And let's mitigate the scuff by not causing the scuff. Maybe yes, possibly. Moss cat. Moscato. Scuff is content, right? That is what they say. Let's see. Let me double check something here because. Whoa. Should I turn your aim assist off? I'm curious as to how I'll do with aim assist off. So let's jump into a mission. All right, and again, this is very much a game themed on the whole mecha genre. So we're running around in little mecha suits and doing your thing. The mecha suits do not transform. So you're looking at just generic humanoid robots running around doing stuff. Um, and I'm really enjoying this. I really can't get enough of it. YouTuber scuff is half the industry. The rest of it's robots in disguise. No, this is just robots out in the open. These are openly robotic robots, who are attending pride parades and everything. So yes, these are absolute robots. Um, I was gonna go through a retrospective of like different games and like even like show some of the intros from those games, and I decided against that because I could name drop the games and you guys could look it up. but showing them on stream, it just felt like it was just filler. So jumping into the game and actually playing it properly seems like a better idea. All right, so the story so far, we have had an infestation of bad insectoid creatures, very large ones, and we're currently trying to fight them back. And we've finally got some help from the core worlds, but they're jerks, so we're gonna have to deal with that now. The battleship that was sent from the core worlds has now entered communications range. We have been in contact with the crew and we are now aware of their objectives. The ship is called the Regolith. It is crewed by a special unit known as the Nighthawks. The Nighthawks have gained notoriety from their operations as an independent strike group, taking on various operations across the colonies. Upon arriving on Aurant, the Nighthawks will take charge of operations until the Letopid invasion has been quelled. The Regolith will land on Aurant in a few days. The landing site will be near Kano Base. The crew and equipment from the ship will be stored here until they are shipped to various key points on the front. It will be a challenge adjusting to our new allies and command structure. Nevertheless, I urge you all to offer your full cooperation to the Nighthawks. Together, we can put a swift end to the Letopid invasion. A few days later, the massive ship lands on Aurant. The Talon Squadron is dispatched to the landing site to help transport the cargo. Regolith landing site. I am First General Marshal Varner Rostrom, the leader of the Nighthawks. And he forgot the T. He forgot the T in the name of his team. So we're the Nighthawks. But I thought you were called the Nighthawks. No, we just dropped the T. And this is the Commodore Captain, my second in command. Commodore Captain Karn Logger, at your service. My name's Arno Contrail. I am the commander of Kano Base. Welcome to Aurant. No need for pleasantries. In fact, there is very little I need from you. Let's make this clear. I am here to do a job. I am an expert, and I don't need advice from some backwater post commanders. If you need anything from me, don't bother me. You ask Captain Logger, and he decides if it's worth my time. Understood. Understood. But I'm sure you'd like to meet with the generals. You will be taking charge of all operations after all. Obviously. Then please follow me. Captain, put the locals to work. Yes, sir. You there, come here. Me? I was under the impression that you were made aware that the Nighthawks will be in command from now on. Yes, I heard something about that. Sounds like you didn't hear clearly enough. Get to work. Yes, sir. The ship's cargo is quickly transported to the base. And with the new weapons and allies, the people of Aurant would have a better chance of ending the Letopid invasion. The Nighthawks were quick to take control and immediately began planning an offensive into the Letopid territory. And they're a bunch of jerks. Alright, so angle of attack. This is an important day. We will start by our first joint operation with the Nighthawks and take the first steps towards reclaiming Aurant. Joint? What, joint operation? This is the first time I'm hearing of a joint operation. It seems like they were to come in here and just rescue our poor damsel in distress butts. I'm shook. I'm shocked and shook. I'm shookukuked. Why do we have to do anything? Aren't the heroes just arriving? The leader of the Nighthawks, First General Marshal Varner Rostrom, will now explain the operation. Oh, goody! We will now commence our counterattack on the Letopids and begin our campaign to take back the space elevator. You are just a charmer, you know that? The area surrounding the space elevator is blanketed by impenetrable swarms of roaming Letopids. Okay, so if they're impenetrable, why are we going to try to penetrate them? It seems like a penetration too far. Just saying. Any ground forces approaching the city would be caught by the swarms and immediately destroyed. No! Our best option is to bomb them from long range. Our ship, the Regolith, is more than capable of deploying enough ordnance to annihilate every bug on the planet. Okay, then go do that. Why bother with the locals? We're just a bunch of, backwater hicks. Why do we need to be involved? The only problem is the rapid and unpredictable movement of the swarms, which makes bombing them very difficult. Oh no! Can your targeting software not handle that? Do you need actual skilled gunners? Because there's people from around here who know the terrain who might be able to help with that. Oh, is that what we're doing? The letters are too spread out to be destroyed effectively. Fortunately, they are very unintelligent and predictable. Yeah, yeah. Like some military brass I know about. Rostrum. Rostrum. We will take advantage of this and use long-range artillery to herd the swarms into a single point. That seems like a really bad idea. No. Okay, isolating them to several pockets and then bombing the ever-loving dust out of those pockets seems like it would be a great idea. That'd be the way to do it. Yeah, just thin them out, put them in places where they're easy to target, but not all of them. Multiple swarms in one location? Like, who does that? Once we have all the bugs in one place, we'll fire at the cluster with the regolith's main cannon. What, the regolith cannon can't sweep a larger area? Are you trying to save some money on the battery power? What's up with that? Is the USB charger on that thing just really expensive? This will allow us to destroy a vast quantity of Letos with a single strike. Or launch a lot of ordnance over several pockets and thin them out that way? I don't know. This seems like a terrible idea. Once the Letopid mass has been removed, we will commence phase 2 of the operation and advance onto the city. Well, geez, I mean, if we're going to localize all the attack on one area and we misfire, is there a chance of hitting the city as well? You jerk. The Nighthawks will take care of the regolith and the sky. Your mission will ensure the safety of our ground assets. We will deploy artillery cannons to strategic points from which they can fire on the swarms and drive them to the strike zone. Wait, so we're going to use the artillery to drive them as well? That seems like a waste of ordnance. Is there somebody we can talk to from, like, the military? Somebody competent, maybe? Each one of these is instrumental in completing the mission and ensuring our victory. I'm feeling like this guy ghost wrote The Art of the Deal. Do not allow a single cannon to be destroyed. Okay, you're the ones who are deploying them with scant defenses. Once they have confirmed sufficient reduction of the Letopid mass, you will retreat to the staging area and begin preparations for phase 2 of the operation. Ooh, where there'll be coffee and sandwiches? I love coffee and sandwiches. Commodore Captain Logger will now explain the special equipment you will use during the mission. The regolith will provide air support for the ground teams during the mission. You may signal for either an airstrike or a supply drop. To designate a target, you will use a special radar gun. Aim at the position you want to strike to hit and activate the weapon. A shell will then be fired into the designated position, and there are 2 different weapons available to you. The yellow airstrike gun will drop a powerful bomb at the designated position. The green supply gun will drop a container at the designated position. Upon successful landing, the container will deploy 2 resupply drones and an automated turret gun that will fire at nearby hostiles. Okay, so that actually sounds like the better idea. Like, why would I even call in a normal airstrike? Why don't I just summon a bunch of turrets? The weapons will be made available to you from a special container at the mission area. Use the resources granted to you to complete the mission. We fixed artillery cannons into CF-class transports. These land battleships will transport the cannons to their designated points. Are you sure that the transports are good for this? We don't use the land ships on the front line. They aren't made for fighting. Excellent point. You see Pretty Boy over here? You see, he wants to become a baker. a baker, and he's got better ideas than you do. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I forgot to consult the Orons. Most brilliant strategist when planning this operation. Oh, you're smarmy. I believe that you are not sufficient rank to criticize my plans. You should be reporting to the hangar. Move along now, and don't let me catch you running your mouth during my briefing again. I mean, you should do it like I do during a stream where he can't see it. Can you believe this guy? What kind of complex does he have? Several. That's kind of why they call it a complex. There's usually lots of them. That's how it's supposed to be in the military. You're just been spoiled rotten by Arno. I guess. Now come on, let's get moving. They're gonna flip if we're late. Oh boy. Well, we're gonna be seeing some heavy combat. I'm more interested in speed. Evasion sounds like it'd be a good idea as well, but I can't afford a Balearica right now. Hmm. And the Orosisa. Yeah. Orosisa is too slow. Does not have the kind of... Maybe it does. Coolant type is a vent. Coolant type is a radiator. I feel like I'm gonna regret this. Attack missile. Burst gun. Flamethrower. Oh, shoot. Yeah. The beamers were not kind. And two of the cannons have taken a decent amount of damage. So I'm thinking I was on the right track, but I was getting a little too over concerned with my ammo count. Dang it. Swapping weapons is not as easy as I thought it would be. It really sucks that I have to go through that again. Hold, enter, or... There we go. Whoa. Dang it! I was right there. I was right there about to get my heals, and one of them managed a stray shot at me. This is a skill issue, obviously. Come on. Dang it. I'm not resupplying often enough. That's the problem. I am not resupplying often enough. I'm sitting here depending a little too much on my quote-unquote skills as a pilot, and I really need to actually make use of the supplies. I mean, at least I got 69 of the little buggers. Dang it. Oh, those beams, though. Dang it. I hadn't noticed my HP levels at all. Okay. I'm able to avoid a lot of shots. I'm able to dodge a lot of them until the beams start showing up and they start converging their shots. Once they're able to concentrate their firepower, all bets are off. I am absolutely boned at that point. So maybe if I had a little more HP to work with, a little more armor, I'd be able to withstand a little bit more of this. But no. No, that's not restart mission. No. Back to menu. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna need another mech. Looks like there's no one here. Okay. No, back. A Bolerica would be ideal for this, I think. Feels like that ought to do the job. Yeah. Actually, just push me through. The lack of mobility. The lack of mobility is really hampering me. It's too bad I can't carry more than one. Bunch them. Absolutely creamed. Damn! Hit by my own drop. Hit by my own drop. Alright. 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 I get it. I get it. I get it. Was I 9 seconds away from the countdown being done? Was I literally just right there? Hey, what's up, Dreamer? I think I was 9 seconds away from actually doing this. Yeah, I was 9 seconds away. I was literally 9 seconds away from having it done. Damn it. This is a terrible, terrible idea. Trying to concentrate so many of them and using such thin forces to do it with. Just terrible idea. Damn it. 50 seconds out. 50 seconds out that time. Hmm. How was that quotable? I mean, sometimes people see something and they think, oh, that's funny. That needs to be recorded for posterity. And that's how we end up getting all that fun stuff in the hieroglyphics where people made jokes and stuff. Um Restart. Let's just restart the mission. Oh, dang it. Is it just me, or are these weapons not as effective as they once were? Holy crap. Dang it. I was about to get my heals too. 1 minute 10. Okay, so they were able to take out one of the cannons. All right. Feels like I'm putting myself too much at risk with melee. Seconds. Direct hit on Little Pit cluster. Scanner showing no movement within 400 meters of the strike zone. Overall, swarm density has decreased 92%. Good. Mission complete. All units prepare for phase 2. I'm almost entirely certain that the majority of the killing happened on the ground and not from the airstrikes. Because people underestimate the value of foot soldiers. I mean, if somebody barks at you, lick them. Because their response will either be, or ew, or more barking. So total credits, 105. That's not bad, that's not bad. Managed to remove most of the loaded pits around the city in a single strike. The way the city is now open. It won't be long until we have taken it back. I'd like to give special mention to the leader of the Talon Squadron. What? Why? It's reported that your area was especially well defended. However, it seems that you have an attitude problem in your squad. Oh, gee, I wonder who the attitude problem is. Wouldn't happen to be Talon too, would it? You caught your squad mate running his mouth during the briefing. Keep your squadron under control and you'll make a great asset for us. Okay, Talon 2, being a jerk like that, saves me the trouble. So, I like him just the way he is. With all due respect, Commander. Dismissed. Permission to speak freely. Permission to intrude into your office and pee freely. Alright, let's see. Base exchange. You seem busy. What's going on here? I thought we'd do something special to welcome our new allies. So, we're having cake today. Hey, lass. The cake is waiting in the kitchen. Do you want to decorate it? No thanks. I've got no eye for that kind of thing. Be a good opportunity to practice. You gotta learn it if you want to open a bakery. Is this a post exchange? Yeah, welcome to the base. Please sit down. We baked a cake. Baked a cake? These guys have been playing house while we've been fighting. Oh man, I mean, I know the locals were wimps, but I didn't think they were this bad. Can I help you? Yeah, I'd like some warm milk, please. Can I have that in a sippy cup? If you jerks want warm milk in a sippy cup, that's fine. Just don't ask for a special blend latte. Because she will kick your ass. Come on, let's get out of here. Whatever, more for me. Man, that's the spirit. Let's see. Let's take a look at the loadouts again. Considering how well the Orsisa did, that was kind of funny. Let's take a look at the missions. Fly swatter. We're ready to begin the second phase of the operation. The objective is to clear the city of Leadopits. We destroyed most of the surrounding Leadopits with bombardment from the air. Of course, we can't bombard the Leadopits inside the city. We still have a city after we wouldn't have a city after, yeah. We still want to have a city after exterminating them. This is why air support will not be available for this mission. Teams of mechanized units will enter the city and hunt down Leadopits one by one. Do not attempt anything fancy or smart. Destroy every target in sight. Clear your assigned areas. Stand guard until you are permitted to leave. And the Talon Squad were responsible for the southern gate and the surrounding area. Exterminate all Litipids in your assigned area and stand by until further orders. That is all. Destroy bugs. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay. I got overwhelmed. I got overwhelmed right away. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, so the melee type ones aren't my biggest concern. Where'd you let that come from? Oh crap. Palantir's a moron. We're down to a scant few. Another swarm is heading this way. They're coming from behind. That's where they're coming from. Crap. Oh, shoot. All right. Am I starting over from... Okay, more of them. Okay. We're actually in a better situation to deal with them now. I see two beamers. I really wish I could snipe them from here. How is that not killing them? Hmm. My only hope is to use lock on. Those are the Malay ones. Dang it. Wow. So it occurred to me uh, that the bugs are not going to be that impressed by great flying skills. What's going to be more effective against them is making sure as many of them don't survive to the end of the mission as many of us survive to the end of the mission. So, I'll save the fancy flying for actual targets. Okay. All right. Well, that's a decent amount of credits, right? City's been secured. We'll make a new base here and begin efforts to revive the infrastructure. We'll start by assessing the damage and moving in workers from the other cities. I want the space elevator working as soon as possible. Oh, we've already taken back the space elevator then. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We've taken back the capital. I thought we were just taking on an outlying city. The first ship towards taking back Orant has been taken. You should all be proud of what you've done here. Alright, so let's see what the base... What's going on here? Have you tested the Balearica yet? We've got a few of them on base. And it's got decent mobility, but it's tricky to keep it from overheating. And the inbuilt arm laser is kind of useless. I'm sure it has its uses, but I wouldn't go out there in one. The arm laser isn't meant for offense. Its primary function is to shoot down incoming missiles. Yeah, I know, but plenty of other weapons can destroy incoming missiles also. Basically, all machine guns can do that, and most of them are useful for attacking too. Well, having the inbuilt weapon dedicated to shooting down missiles frees up the other slots for more weapons. I guess that's true, but I'll stick with my usual unit. To each their own. Alright. So they're trying to sell us on the Balearica, but we're already looking at the Sarema. Paper thin armor, low carry capacity. She looks like a lot like a Temjin. Temjin, yeah. Looks a lot like a VR Temjin. So I guess the Saporalite would be closer akin to a Raiden. Yeah, this seems more my speed. I kind of want to grab one and just fly around in it for a little while, just to see what it'll do. But they were trying to sell us the Balearica just a second ago. And the Balearica reminds me a lot of the Ore Dog. My summer outfits. I'll be honest, paper thin. I think that describes a lot of my outfits as well. And that's even like during the winter months, because like, you know, that's what I put on underneath everything else, you know. I'll put a windbreaker or a jacket or a hoodie on over, you know, just regular, more office-friendly attire. But then again, I've been getting colder than I expected to. So yeah, maybe I should invest in some thicker tops. At least, you know, bottoms wise, I think I'm good. But no, I'm looking at the Balearica and I want to play with one, but it's so expensive in comparison to like grabbing a Sarema. The Mirables Commander is still kind of more my speed, I think. Let's see what the mission says. Tools of the trade. Pursue a lead on the quadruped drones. So this is just dealing with more of those jerks. I think that's a good idea to jump onto. And I could probably just run him with a commander. I wouldn't need to have a Balearic or anything else, just a Mirabilis commander. I'm gonna call it the Mirabilis C from now on. So yeah, take it to CC and just do the thing. Welcome everyone. I have an urgent mission for you. Our scouts have discovered a group of those autonomous drones and they... What's going on here? Commander Ostrom, welcome. I was briefing Talon Squadron for a special mission. You were doing what? Did I not make it clear to you that the Nighthawks are in charge of all operations now? Nothing happens on this base without my permission. I assume this matter would be too urgent to wait for authorization. Our scouts have discovered the mastermind behind the quadruped fighting machines. The auto drones that attacked the mine? Exactly. I'm launching a special mission to capture the mastermind. Very well. I'll authorize the mission. But I expect to see some results. And I want my men to handle the interrogation. Of course. Well then, I have important matters to attend to. Get back to work. As I was saying, we spotted a group of the autonomous drones moving neatly in single file. How do you know that the mastermind is with them? We don't know, not yet, but Mr. Rostrom doesn't need to know that. Judging by the direction the drones were heading, their destination is a known raider camp. It looks like our mastermind is blessing another gang with these quadruped machines. And if the story from our captured raider is true, the mystery woman will be there to make the deal. I want you to follow the drones and capture whoever you find at the meeting point. Now go quickly. At top speed, you still be able to catch up with the drones. Let's take some more precision kind of equipment here. Gatling. Shotgun. Go with the Gatling. Just getting ready to take over. No worries, no worries. You're giving us these guns and spider tanks. In return, you want what? A favor? Look, lady, this seems awfully shady. What kind of favor do you want? Cannot reveal that yet. For now, it's enough for you to keep up the usual activity. And benefactors are supportive of your actions and want to be of assistance. Wait a minute. Incoming Chibis. IFF says they're military. These your friends, lady? I am afraid not. I will cash my favor now. Get rid of our guests. You don't have to tell me twice. You can try out my new toys. Come on, boys. Let's try out the new toys. Oh, crap. They've got missiles. Overwhelmed by drones really fast. Looks like we're going back to missiles. I was figuring I could be a little more surgical about this, but no. They want me to just bomb everything from a distance. Alright, fine. Yeah, let's get past Rostrom's dumb butt. Now, how did Rostradamus here know that we were going to be talking about stuff anyways? Sus. He's a sussy baka. Drill bit gun? Oh. That sounds evil. Okay. Pile bunker. Launch a metal spike with explosive force. Does not run out of ammo. I mean, but it's got a recharge rate that's probably going to be absolute. I mean, flamethrower. Okay. Burst gun. Fires a hail of bullets at a rapid pace. Damage per shot. I think we'll go with the bazooka. We're going to use dumb weapons. Rocket tubes. The only lock-ons I'm going to use are going to be the triple ones. The cluster rockets. Wow. Holy crap. Just overwhelmed with missiles so quick. Alright. I need to be more careful. Wow. You guys are everywhere. Alright, so we're looking at a large contingent of GPs and the drones. I thought it was just going to be the drones and a few GPs, and the explosives are not doing the job I was hoping they would do. Dang. Uh-oh. Now we gotta deal with this. Yeah, I know. The Raiders just abandoned her. Besides, I have a better ally now. Expect that you need me alive. Gotta do a good job protecting the truck. She's right. Don't let the truck be destroyed. Where do you go? Oh, crap. Okay. I'm dead. Yeah. Tracer. They're okay. We were actually getting an assist. Holy crap. Okay, cool. All right. So let's restart. Fucking, I mean, let's go. Let's do this. Nope. Okay, so this doesn't give me a checkpoint, does it? Oh, I guess it does. Okay, never mind. Mission failed. She takes too much damage too quickly. Okay, learning to prioritize the heavier hitters, the beams and the missile launcher ones. That's been a real key to getting through these. The problem is that now the melee ones. That's the thing. That is the thing. All right, so I am joined in voice chat. Hello, hello. Hello? Oh, well, I guess I was moved. So what's going on? I know. Ready whenever you are. Okay. All right. So then that is my time. All right. I was wondering what was going on there. I've still got like 9 minutes left. Okay. Well, fine. I'm good to go then. Y'all, thank you for joining. This has been a wonderful, little romp of watching me not do well at a game. We're currently at our 1,462 of 462 of today's goal, I believe. Because I think we met yesterday's goal. So yeah. Hopefully this will go well, and yeah, just stay tuned.
Thanks to your generosity, Marines have delivered Christmas to children in need since 1947.